Hi, welcome to Foodie. It's New Year's Eve and I'm going to make one of the Midwest. I'm originally from Ohio. For New Year's Day we always had pork roast and sauerkraut. So I'm going to do it in a crock pot. So I'm actually going to start at New Year's Eve here and let it cook till lunchtime tomorrow. What I'm going to do here, what I've got is, I made one last year that turned out so good and tender. I made a lot of good pulled pork sandwiches afterwards. And I got something was called carnitas, which is Spanish Mexican for pork. I couldn't quite find anything that said carnitas this year, but I looked it up and it said to use a pork butt roast. So I've got a 4-pound roast. This is one I got this year. It has the bone in it. I've never got one with a bone in before, so we'll see how it turns out. So I got my roast. I'm just going to put it into my crock pot. So it just fits in there perfect. So what I'm going to do now is to salt and pepper. This is really very easy recipe. Because of the slow cooker, it just turns out so good. And we'll have pork roast and sauerkraut tomorrow. I'm putting in some salt and pepper to taste. And then after that, I'll get some of this pulled pork, mix it with some barbecue sauce, and we can have some pulled pork sandwiches. I'm gonna sprinkle a bit of garlic powder. I've got a 32-ounce jar of sauerkraut. I'm just going to pour the whole thing on top. I was actually trying to find the sauerkraut in a bag. I was talking to my brother the other day and he said that when he gets heartburn or acid reflux, he saves the juice from the sauerkraut that's in a bag. He said it doesn't work as well from a can. And he just drinks a little bit of that and it really helps his heartburn, acid reflux problem. So I was kind of wanting to try that, but I couldn't find any sauerkraut in a bag. I've got a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Then I'm going to sprinkle some chopped onions. I'm just using these dried onions. Probably a good tablespoon. I've got 2 cups of water. And believe it or not, that's it. We're going to put the lid on this thing. I'm going to set it on low for 10 hours. Then we'll go to bed and we get up. I'll take a look at it in the morning, see how it looks. This is it. This is going to be really just tender, fall apart pork roast. The brown sugar is going to sweeten up a little bit of the sauerkraut. And this is our traditional, I guess, German New Year's Day meal to bring us good luck for the coming year. It's been in the crock pot for about 9 hours. Yeah, it's starting to fall apart. It's great. So since it's got about another 5 hours to cook, I'm gonna go ahead and still leave it on low. So the pork roast and sauerkraut have been in the crock pot since about 10 o'clock last night. It's a little after 1. So it's been in there, what, 15 hours? See if we can get this out without it falling apart too much. So now we can just see how tender this is. Look at that, it's just gonna fall. Oh, is that so nice? is gonna be so good and tender. And of course, what I'm really interested in is the leftovers. I'm gonna mix in some barbecue sauce and have some pulled pork sandwiches. It's gonna be so good. Oh, so tender. Very good. So, basic, simple, just some, dried onions and brown sugar. The brown sugar is gonna kind of sweeten up the sauerkraut a little bit. Reminds me of back home on New Year's Day.
Very tender.
Mm-hmm.
Good. It's good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So here's our good luck dinner for New Year's from the Pennsylvania Dutch area of Ohio. Have a happy New Year. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to Ed Foodie right over there.